Hi everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to Fallout 4 Realistic Damage, Modded Survival, etc. Last time we rescued Nick Valentine from his prison in a vault underneath a train station. And today we are going to Vault 88, which I am not heading in the right direction to. We're going this way. Yeah, because what's in Vault 88? Well, adventure is what's in Vault 88, my good friend. Adventure, and that is what we are constantly in search of, as well as our boy Sean. But well, you know about that. That's a whole different kettle of fish. Anyhow, so we're heading towards this here vault. Vault icon on the minimap is right there, and conveniently we discovered the reservoir as well, which we'll be coming back to at some point. So remember what this place looks like. Frame rate is really dropping pretty hard around here. I don't know what that's all about. I'll maybe have to get something to tweak the performance a little bit just to keep it up, because I want to stay as close to at least 30 frames per second as possible. If I'm dropping below 30, then I'll get everybody complaining, but to be honest, you can't really tell much of a difference between 30 and 60 with the naked eye. 12 frames per second is what the human eye considers moving video, apparently. That's what I learnt at college. There's a fact for you. Oh shit. We're getting bear noise. Bear noise! Foreign biggers! Yeah, where is he? Where is he? Yeah, I'm like an all-time fighter. I make the next guy look like an actor. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's hunt down the bear noise. There he is! He's off! He's running. And he's off! Right, where are you? God, the foliage is thick. Oh my god, that didn't do much damage at all. Is he just running away? In real life, if you were to fire a gun and a bear didn't know you were there, it would actually run and it wouldn't attack you. Oh god! Oh, we've been struck! That was 4 times damage apparently. No! Stab it! Got it! Oh, close call there. I'm going to take your meat and I'm going to take your hide, but your hide was a little bit too much for me, so I'm not going to take your hide. Although, to be honest, we don't really need this missile launcher anymore. Yeah, let's just ditch the missile launcher, it's easier that way. Is that not enough? Is that, Oh no, it was just we were horribly wounded, that was the problem, fair enough. Alright, let's move further in. Who are these fellas? Which merchant is this? Oh, it's Cricket! Hiya, Cricket, you're interesting, I like you. I've always got a hankering for melting face. Let's see what shit you have in your inventory. I am going to get the... let me just show you. Yes, I think the only real thing that we're going to pick up from Cricket here is a short combat shotgun, because I reckon that could be fairly useful. Good to pick one up early. It only costs 200 as well, we can easily afford that. Something of note, Spray and Pray, Cricket's unique weapon that she sells, which is fucking phenomenal for any character, with the explosive bullets. It's a submachine gun that fires explosive bullets. You can probably imagine why it's so powerful. If you're playing an explosive character and you have the explosives character and you have the explosives perk, that affects the explosive damage of the shots as well, as far as I can tell. Which is pretty amazing, as you can imagine, because you do hideous amounts of damage with explosive force. So that's something to bear in mind if you're playing as an explosives character. But anyway, we are just going to begin this here combat shotgun. I think I'm going to try and I'll just shift this pre-war money just to make up a bit of the cost. But I'm content to lose a little bit of it. But that unfortunately means that I should have sold it right there actually. I will go back and do that just now. Our short combat shotgun will be replacing our sawed-off double barrel shotgun. He served us relatively well, but he's just been replaced by a better equivalent. So yeah, let's go to Cricket and sell that sawed-off shotgun.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a come on, love, come on. No, not you, not your weapons, my weapons, and then it will be short sawn-off double. Only 14 caps, but it's better to just get rid of the carry weight. Yes, right. Let's move further in. I think the way the weapons progression is going to go here is once I get the R91 upgraded a little bit more, that will replace the automatic pipe rifle, and I'll upgrade the SMG as well to make it a little bit more comparable with the automatic pipe rifle, because right now it's just hilariously inaccurate and we can't really be having that. So let's activate these here vault door controls and see what lurks inside this vault. 2 vaults, 2 episodes, can you imagine? Oh god, I'm being so generous. Bam. Vault 81 opens up, but it doesn't open up. They're like, here you, what are you up to? I'm like, well, I wasn't expecting anybody to be in here. He's like, yeah, we are actually, considering that we're talking to you, you imbecile. And I'm like, oh god, I'm so sorry. So he's like, who are you? It's like, well, how did you get a pit boy? We're like, well, I got it in the vault. And it's like, you how did you get that? That's bullshit, surely. What are you up to? And it's like, I'm just a traveller, I'd like to look around. He's like, alright. And then the overseer comes over like, what are you up to, Edward, you clown? Are you just giving people grief again over the phone? He's like, no, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry. And she's like, I don't want to hear it, Edwards. You are useless. But we're just like, I'm a fellow Vault Dweller, can you not just let me in? They're like, no, give us 3 fusion cells. Oh, hang on. They're like, fusion cores, give us 3 fusion cores. We're like, yeah, sure, I've got those. I've got those sitting about easily. But yeah, the entrance. So down she comes to meet us for the fusion cores. We're like, sure, I'll happily give you these fusion cores. So the vault door to 81 rolls on open, and we don't wait for the thing because we're hard as nails. We just hop it to be cool. And they're like, damn, this guy's so athletic. They're having a wee conversation, Calvin and the overseer. So we'll just politely wait for them to finish. Officer Edwards will be like, you behave yourself, you shifty. And we're like, yeah, sure thing, Officer Edwards, don't worry about it. Huh. Anyhow, overseer's like, yep, we're having a bit of grief. So we're like, this is a damn fine vault. She's like, yeah, totally, but there's plenty of folk who are like, nah.
Interaction is a good thing.
And we're like, yeah, but you've got to talk to the outside more. She's like, yeah, probably. And that's that. So she takes these three fusion cores off us. We're like, no bother. That's how it goes. So it's like, we'll let the dog in. Nobody worries about the dog. Because dog meat, look at him. How could you ever have beef with that thing? I mean, I've got plenty beef with dog meat because... Oh, sorry, pal. I know. Anyhow, I've got plenty of beef with dog meat, so we don't... but we don't talk about that because he gets upset. No signs are... I think you'll find, sir, that I do have a slight amount of radiation. Oh no, and then Ashes the cat gets out, but we'll have to deal with that another time. Anyhow, we're in the elevator now, so we can head down into Vault 88. Vault 88 is pretty cool. It's a type of vault that I've kind of wanted to see in a Fallout game for quite some time. Just a sort of relatively well-adjusted situation where they're trading with the outside world. And I mean, in Fallout 3 that kind of really wasn't possible, because in Fallout 3 the world was just so hostile that it couldn't have worked. Austin here wants to give us a tour of the vault, but yeah, it wasn't really possible in the earlier Fallout games because just the hostile world. I mean, in New Vegas kind of, because New Vegas had the one that was like the hotel, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking like an actual vault community interacting with the outside world. I think that's pretty cool. But it does raise some questions, because surely the outside wastelanders would see them as being really elitist in their like super safe little cavern that they don't want to leave. But apparently they're adjusting quite well. This lassie's like, my shop's a state. We were like, nah, no, there's no hitting, it's pretty. Just to sort of butter her up, you know, get her on our good side. It's just a sort of junk shop that they rock. It's not bad. It's got some pretty... You get the Overseer's Guardian, which is a combat rifle. Shoots an additional projectile. Pretty useful. Very good gun if you can afford it, but 3,567 caps. That will be shining bright. You go over to apparel. You get the Destroyer's right leg for 1,100 caps. Gives increased movement speed by 10%. Pretty cool, actually. Increased movement speed. But the two main events are the Overseer's left arm guard and right arm guard, which cost an astounding 17,722 and 671 respectively, for 10% action point reduction in VATS, which if you're a VATS user is pretty fantastic, and reducing damage when standing and not moving by 15%, which is a little bit arguable. But ludicrously expensive for what they are. Probably best avoided, but you know, if that's your jazz and you've got the incredibly large amount of money to spend, then you feel free. They also have some whiskey. Bobby pin. I'll take the bobby pin, actually. Might as well like pay them some tribute. Bam, no bother. And how much? 45. I'm not going to bother with their 45 or anything like that. Yeah, just a little casual shop for you to see. Not bad. So going further in, we can go up to the Overseer's office, where McNamara likes to hang about. They've got this little vault security. It's like, yeah, you can just go up and see her. We didn't have an appointment system or anything like that. Nobody ever needs to see the Overseer. And we're like, thanks, buddy. And if you go into here, Where about again? Give me a moment. There is a container in the overseer's office where you can get those fusion cores back that you gave her, but I don't know where to find it. Is it just in here? Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's fusion cells. That's not right, but either way we are hidden, so we can probably take the fusion cells without anybody noticing. I can't remember where you get them, but I'm pretty certain you can get your fusion cores back from the overseer's office. Maybe she's just not put them in any container yet, but it doesn't really matter to me at any rate. I have no real use for fusion cores at this point in time. So we'll just head deeper in. There's the cafeteria on the side there if you need to get a quick meal. You can go to the lavy, you can go to the toilet for a pee-pee or a poo-poo and have a good time there. And also there is the barber for you to get a swift chop for your melon. In the barber there is also taboo tattoos. You can permanently unlock a new unique facial tattoo, which is quite fun. And in hydroponics you can meet a lady who'll be like, bring me fertilizer and I'll give you caps, but we're never going to do that because fertilizer is really fucking heavy and also really fucking useful. So we won't be bothering with any of that shit. But the main event here is that you can go into the classroom and this lady will be like, oh, you are you've been from a vault. You've been through the wasteland. You must have all kinds of tales. And we're like, hells yeah, we've got tales for days, doll. Fancy giving it? And she's like, give the class a story. Yes, please. We're like, certainly shall. Don't worry. So we talked to her again. She's like, you want to spraff one of your tales? We're like, aye, hell yeah, let's do it. So she rounds up the class, and he's like, have you ever fought a Deathclaw? And we're like, fuck aye. One of the Minutemen helped us kill one time. And he's like, what went down? And we were like, raiders surrounded Preston. I had to kill them with my bare hands. And then she's like, you really? We're like, fucking right, you wouldn't even believe it. I didn't have a gun, I just flew between them, like punched them square in the jaw. It was absolutely savage. You should have seen them, there were blood everywhere. And Preston was shiting himself. So I just picked up this pool cue and I just absolutely gave them a thumping. And then they're like, oh, and then we were like, the Deathclaw came out, but so Preston was ready with his laser musket now. And he had his gun pointed at him, and then I just finished him off with 3 shots, one in each eye and then one in the forehead. And then they're like, damn, you're so talented. And then, to top it off, the teacher, the sexy teacher lady is like, here, have this Grognak the Barbarian comic books. We're like, you like comics? Would you like to come to the movies with me? And she's like, no, and we get crushingly rejected. So we go and talk to the children to try and, like, you know, because the children understand emotional pain. And this lassie's like, here, I've lost my cat. And we're like, how much are you willing to pay? And then she's like, nothing. So we're like, oh shit. And instead we decide, yes, I'll get your cat, don't you worry, hen. So let's go find some pussy. I'm so sorry. Yeah. But first, we're gonna jump down here and go through this here door to this here lad, Dr. Forsyth. He is fancy and handsome, and he's like, will you pay us for our blood? Because he wants our blood. And he's like, no, I'm not going to pay you. Now sit down and let me take your bloody bloods out your bloody arm, bloody. So we're like, oh Christ, sorry, that's some extreme stuff. So we sit down, and then he'll just lean in right close with his syringe and just, and we're like, ah, that was good. No bother, Dr. Forsyth, anytime. And I've got to sneeze. Wow, that was something fearsome. Anyhow, he's taking our blood now, so let's go and track down that missing puddy cat. Oh, yeah. Actually, mercifully briefly, we will charge into the reactor room, and we will see good old Bobby DeLuca and his sister Tina DeLuca, and we're like, damn girl! And she's like, if my junkie brother asks you for any junk, didn't give him any. We're like, yeah, don't worry about it. If he's addicted, you should try and help him get clean. She's like, didn't worry about it. I've done it before and it just doesn't help. He's an absolute compulsive. And we're like, sorry. She actually provides the jet for him, so it's her fault effectively. But either way, we run over to Bobby here. And he's like, yeah, there's nothing happening here. And I'm like, yeah, you know, just taking a look around. And he's like, on the off chance that you've got any jet, I'll sell you, I'll take it off you for 75 caps. We're like, fuck it, here you go, take as much as you want. But yeah, Tina, don't let Tina know. Tina was literally standing right there. But yes, that's us done with Vault 88 for the moment, but we will be back very shortly after we find lovely, I've forgotten her name, the wee lassie. Once we find our cat and herd it back to the vault. So yeah, we head back up the way and out of the vault. Was that a lady in a dress? Oh no, it was just a mannequin. I was like, what's that all about? They all wear vault suits. Very strange. We take the elevator panel, thankfully leaving our dog behind so that he can't get in the way. And head back. Oh god, he always finds his way back. Man's best friend indeed. And once this lengthy elevator manages to get to the top of its journey, there we go. We run out and we go back out into the wasteland because we help everyone, all shapes and sizes, and we are going to locate this kitty cat and and return it to its rightful owner so that she may play with her cat more and we may feel peace inside our body and soul, because that's important. It's very important. I would say so anyway. Many would argue. And here we are. The cat is not very far away. I'll take you directly to the cat, and we won't stop off for anything along the way apart from one little thing. Because see, there's some bloaty flies. Oh, we've got the shotgun out. We don't want that. Shotgun's a little bit ambitious. We've actually got a recoil compensated 10mm pistol that would be pretty useful here. Bam, one down. Wonder if it dropped a gland. We'll never know. We can't find its bits. Okay. Oh, it's a black bloatfly. That's a hard one. It's okay, we got it. Oh, and we got its gland. Good, we can return that to the biology lady. Then we plunge into the water. And we head down this way to the underside of this here overturned boat. And what do we find but Edwin's key, a 38 round, stimpak and purified water. Lovely! That's pretty useful. We found a key. What does the key unlock? And it's this horrible insect infested house that we travel into. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the fly trap. We are actually taking a hell of a lot of damage though. Oh, we're dead. We're almost definitely dead. Because the bloatflies do damage over time. I didn't manage to heal in time. We were killed. So that didn't go to plan. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll try that one again. So rewind. Here we run out into the wasteland. We've got our shotgun. We don't want our shotgun. Our shotgun's going to be a little bit too powerful. We'll switch over to the 10mm pistol, and we will sneak up on these here bloaty flies. He's gone. Okay. What we do is we charge up to this one. We're like, hello bloatfly. The bloatfly's like, Christ, I wasn't expecting to see you here, and it defends its territory with voracious force. We actually managed to get a crippled head from the black bloatfly, so we'll take this time to pop a quick heal. We'll try and get its gland. It didn't drop a gland. That's unfortunate. So what we do is we plunge into the water and we head underneath this here boat. And what we find is a little container, and that contains Edwin's key, 38 rounds, some bloatfly meat that we took without thinking about it, some stimpaks and some purified water. So what we do is we head back up to the top now, and we gasp for breath. Then get your pipe automatic rifle out and just blast away at the horrible insects that decide to come at you because they think they're hard enough. You know the type. And then we died again because bloatflies actually do damage over time. And I think what we should have done was, in fact, throw a Molotov into their midst, which is what we're going to do this time. Okay, so we got a gland off of that black bloatfly this time. I'm going to just sow the seeds of discord. Huzzah! Got one of them. And we can dive back into the water. And then we do what we did before with the whole Edwin's key and such like. Only this time we're not going to take the bloatfly meat. And the stimpak and the purified water, and then we swim back to shore. Well, we'll get there eventually. It's a long process, but it's an important process. It seems like at least half of those bugs are dead. This one's, that was some really low percentage to hit. And I mean, I know, I think they get like a bonus for being able to fly. I'm gonna pop a stim pack. Oh! And then I activated the terminal rather than the bug trap because I don't know what's good for me. I'll get this bit eventually, I swear. Alright, so once more, we get Edwin's key, we get the stim pack and the purified water. And there are 3 insectoid foes for us to slay. But if, oh Christ, we just got blood bugged. And then we run in. Oh Christ, this isn't going well. God, they're so hard to hit. I hate everything to do with every insect in the game. Oh, there was a glowing radroach. Fuck me, I'm so bad at Fallout 4. Oh! Oh! I'm gonna get it. I'll get it eventually. I'll get it eventually. Oh, we actually saved. That's an interesting thing. Okay, so we're right back into it because apparently we got an autosave for some reason. I don't remember ever going into the inventory, but I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Anyhow, let's well, this, like, just switch back to the 10mm pistol. At least it's stable enough to actually shoot with. Is there anything in here? There should be at least a rad scorpion. But yes, if we turn on this circuit breaker, it activates this little sort of bug light, which is pretty cute. Ah, where? There. And then finally you. Bam. Oh no. Got it. Easy peasy. And then we can use Edwin's key on this here safe. We found Radex, stim pack, bottle caps, fuse, glow-sighted heavy pipe bolt action pistol. We don't need that. And a pocketed painted metal left leg, which might actually be better than what we are rocking right now. So let's find out. Where's left leg? Where do you see left? Heavy metal, 22, 13, or pocketed painted metal? No, that's not even close to as good. Fair enough. That's some really good leg armor. That's more or less everything that there is to find in here. There's a few junk items that could be considered quite useful. But on the... Whoa! What's happening? Oh, fucking stingwing. Alright, so considering that you barely get anything worthwhile in that area whatsoever, and the insects are an absolute threat on with realistic damage, what I'm thinking is we just actually bust out the combat shotgun and see them off in the manner most becoming of an insect slayer. So we charge in with this here shotgun and we see what we find this time. So I'm going to do what I did last time and just activate the circuit breaker as soon as I can, and then we'll utilise the oh shit, oh my god. Okay, so we'll heal up. We'll actually use food just so that we're not plowing through stim packs. We'll take these noodles, these chunks. Apparently we've become addicted to noodle cups. So what do you make of that? Same items as there were before. I take the same equivalent as I did before. Oh dear. Blast them. Oh, we died again. Was that just poison? Oh right. So bollocks to this. This is just an absolute. This is not worth it. It's a shit show. There is not any decent items whatsoever, so let's just head off to the other side, to the actual objective. One day I will get good and be able to actually play the game without dying repeatedly, but until then we're going to head over to this little tiny pier and see what we find up on it. And if we hop up there, we find, oh, just a guy in a wee chair. Fortunately, you can't push him into the lake. That would have been quite funny. But we're going to take his corn at any rate. And what's this? Oh, a kitty cat. Little Ashes. So we're like, Ashes, for God's sake. Ashes, go home. And off he goes. Little Ashes. And now we're free to head back to the vault. All those deaths for literally fuck all. So let's head back to vault. No? Alright, our enemy's nearby. That's fair. We might actually also be thirsty. Better check. Yep, we are. We're always thirsty now. Where's the purify water? There we go. We aren't thirsty anymore. Maybe now we can fast travel. Yes, saving a little bit of time. We get to head back to Vault 88. which is very exciting indeed. And yep, here we are entering Vault 81. It's not even 88. I keep saying 88 over and over and over again. It isn't even 88, it's 81. Vault 81 we're heading back to, now that we've got ashes. And yep, here we go. Vault 81. We are back. Not Vault 88, like I said.